We finished watching Bound for Glory 2005, and we're watching the pre-show first, which it was just because it was on the video.
Yeah.
It was the match that was on. It was Sanjay Dutt versus Alex Shelley versus Austin Aries versus Roderick Strong.
This was a really good match. It was like it should, in a way, could have been on the pay-per-view, but the reasoning for it not being on the pay-per-view is they just didn't have time.
They didn't really. I guess they didn't really. They had like. They didn't have room, probably.
Yeah, they didn't have the time to have them.
I mean, we were going to be watching Heat before the WWE pay-per-views.
We tried watching it, but we just got bored because it was just squash matches.
Yeah.
Which, having one squash match on like a show is all right.
Yeah.
It's like not really like recommended in my opinion.
What I liked about the pre-show was the fact that it was it told you what was coming up and it got you pumped up, and then it got onto the intro, which. Well, that got me pumped up.
The intro went on, like, they put in kind of clever puns, like, it started with Victory Road, and then, like, it pretty much just said all the names of their pay-per-views before Bound for Glory.
And now they will be bounded by glory, something like that.
Yeah, like, the guy has an awesome voice.
Because, I said it was because he was black, and that's more or less what happens when you're black. You've got an awesome voice. Yeah. Even if you're someone like Chris Rock, he will still have an awesome voice. He's just putting on that voice.
Yeah,
that's the way I think about it. I enjoyed the intro. It got me psyched up, just like an intro should. The guy's voice added to it. Brilliant voice, just amazing. I think it was good. I couldn't wait for it. And then Samoa Joe versus Jushin Thunder Liger as the first match.
Yeah, like this match was awesome. Like Samoa Joe came out with like his Samoan heritage.
Yeah,
and he just basically did this weird Samoan dance. Yep. And fair enough.
before the events, the main pay-per-view started, had the insane fire guy.
He was like, he lit the fire.
Put fire on his hand, put on the other side. It was like you're some sort of magician guy.
And Jushin Liger was just getting prepared for it. This was, I remember this match being a squash match the first time I watched it. But I thought Jushin Liger was going to just get destroyed by Samoa Joe, but it wasn't that way. It actually looked like Samoa Joe was going to get beaten because, the commentators mentioned that they never had Samoa Joe get taken down that much times.
No, I got a bit worried with the whole the choking out kind of thing. I was a bit worried that they were going to do that, but when they actually did it, I didn't mind as much because the three arms came down, he got put into, and I thought I wasn't actually as bothered as I thought I was going to be, because when that happened, I sort of getting myself prepared somehow. I don't know how I managed. I've never seen this match before I saw it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what happened. I've had no problem with that. Yeah. Jushin Liger doing the. No, where's he from?
He's from he wrestles all over the place in Japan.
All right, well, he was doing the typical kind of Japanese style, he's doing that springboard kind of thing, where he does a cartwheel.
I think he's in Mexico now, actually.
Well, it's what people there do.
A lot. He did a lot of high flying type stuff, and a lot of he kind of did strong style, I think, stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about that whole style, but
Yeah, Jushin Liger did well. Same with Samoa Joe. Dancing was good.
Yeah, the dancing people.
Diamonds in the Rough versus.
Oh yeah, Samoa Joe won.
Oh yeah, by choke. Yeah. Well, not choke, a naked. Rare
naked choke.
Rare naked choke, yes. Diamonds in the Rough versus Apollo, Sonny Saisaki, and Shark Boy. I apologise for butchering his name. Why not? I can't even read my own handwriting. I've never seen any of these people before.
This match was surprisingly good. I've never seen Apollo wrestle other than a battle royal. And he was surprisingly good because normally big guy wrestlers are normally not really great.
Yeah, but he was the guy that did the flip out of the ring.
Yeah, he did a swanton bomb type thing out of the ring, and that was surprising because Like you would never see a big guy do that.
No, because like I thought all these guys looked like certain wrestlers. I thought the two guys from is it this match?
Yeah,
Diamonds in the Rough. There was two of them I thought looked like CM Punk.
Oh no, that's another match.
Oh, that's another match. Okay, ignore me. I do not know what I'm doing. Oh, that was the Naturals, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Diamonds in the Rough. It was the Batista looking guy, Shark Boy, who's like Stone Cold, Apollo.
Apollo was a Batista. Sonny Sasaki was The Rock.
I'll just
Shark Boy is Stone Cold. And Diamond in the Rough guys were like Elix Skipper looks a bit like Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
And I think David Young, I completely forgot who you said he looked like.
I don't remember. I mean, like, to be honest with you, I was a bit distracted by the Olympics as well, watching that.
Like this match was pretty surprisingly good, and like the outcome was also surprising because they went on like that they were on a losing streak.
Yeah.
And Diamonds in the Rough turned out to win.
Picked up a victory
in like a very cheap way, I believe.
Next was Monty Brown versus Lance Hoyt.
Another surprising match because I've never really watched much of Lance Hoyt stuff.
No.
Like he's not when he was in WWE, and like now that he's in Japan, I've actually not really watched him either.
Did not get a good shot in WWE, did he?
Not really.
Just got released straight away. He was
there for about a year, and he just wrestled basically squash matches, and then he just got released.
Yeah, I hate when WWE does that. Monty Brown, the more and more I watched him, more and more I'm like, he reminds me so much of R-Truth. It's unbelievable.
He was the R-Truth before R-Truth became like psychopathic type heel.
Just because it was just like he was talking to. Now this was afterwards. I won't mention it yet. I was about to mention the old Jeff Jarrett thing. Was that before or after this? I'm all over the place. Before,
yeah,
okay, awesome.
He was speaking about like the pre-show had like Kevin Nash was meant to be in like the main event,
but he got injured.
Yeah. And like Raven like came out and said like he should be in the main event and stuff, but he wasn't.
Like he went up to Jeff Jarrett and started saying, "You tell me that I can screw you."
He said like screw Jeff Hardy, screw Rhino, screw all these people, and then Monty Brown went up to him and said, "Are you gonna say it to my face?" Say what? Screw Monty Brown. It was pretty awesome. Like that Monty Brown, I believe, won the match.
He won the match, yeah, with the pelts. Kind of awesome. Just mad. Just out of his mind.
Monty Brown, I never knew was like that. I always just thought like he wasn't really like that in WWE. So.
No. Lance Hoyt, massive guy doing it. Another massive guy flying over the ropes like it was no thing, more or less. What happened next was Team Canada versus Free Live Crew, and we were not. I personally wasn't. Like we saw their match that they had the month after.
Yeah, and I was starting to think that this match was going to be.
Yeah, because we're like, oh, this is going to be similar. But I think that it's because the stipulation wasn't on.
Yeah, like the stipulation ruined it because they didn't do anything with it. Really, I think that was it.
They were actually wrestling one another, and they were Road Dog. Like horrible stiff punches.
Either they were really good and really realistic, or like they could have just been like just proper punches because you heard them.
I was cringing. It was just it looked so painful. Do you remember much what happened here?
Not really.
They're having some sort of confrontation with Kip James.
Like before the match, Kip James said that he could have been like a special enforcer. Conan didn't trust him. He was like, "No, I don't trust you," pretty much. And like in the end of the match, Kip James came out. It looked like he was going to just basically turn on Free Life Crew, but. He didn't. He hit Team Canada in the face with the chairs.
He did the right thing, I guess. That's what you could call it by his team. What was that NIN thing? Do you know what that's about?
NIN.
Because I know that's 9 Inch Nails, but obviously,
I'm not
because I've seen throughout the whole time I was just wondering what this NIN was meaning, because I saw people in the crowd wearing the same shirt. I was just wondering what that was all about.
They may just be fans of 9 Inch Nails.
Could be, yeah, I guess so, maybe. Thought that this match was a lot better than I originally expected. Unfortunately, I don't really remember an awful lot. Again, I blame the Olympics for distracting me half the time. I did watch this event, believe it or not. It may seem like I didn't at all, but I did. The next match was Petey Williams, Chris Sabin, and Matt Bentley in a Ultimate X.
A really awesome Ultimate X match. Like you may have seen this, like a bit of this match on Botchmania, because the X fell down. The X fell like off the scaffolding type thing.
The ropes, I guess.
The ropes on the mid-air. And Petey Williams caught the X in the end, and he won that way.
Yeah, I've loads of people would have hated that. I was on Botchmania.
It was quite like a cheap finish, but Petey Williams was a heel, so heels get away with having like really cheap wins. I mean, not like faces. Faces don't It's like it irritates me when a face wins like in like a really dumb way.
Yeah. A certain WWE guy, with duct tape.
This match was they did a lot of stuff. Like Petey Williams, Tracy Brooks was just distracted Petey Williams in the middle of the match.
Terrible wrestler, Tracy Brooks.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
And she ended up Matt Bentley went up and tried to get the X. Petey Williams saw, and Chris Sabin did something that looked so weird. He insecurity'd Petey Williams, and it looked like he was just turning heel pretty much, right? Because he was the only face in the match, I believe.
No, what I enjoyed was the fact at the end where they were all storming off, and just they were angry. I mean, it was almost like it wasn't supposed to happen. Obviously, it wasn't supposed to happen like that.
No,
but they made a good thing is they made good of a bad situation.
Yeah,
I mean, they tried their best to put it up straight away when it was all going wrong, but they did a good job.
I can't stand the referee. He's way too animated.
Same with Earl Hebner said that as well. He couldn't stand that referee because he was just making too much of a show out of it.
Too much gesture.
Pointing up it's like we see it. The thing with referees, they're supposed to be invisible.
Pretty much.
A bit like on Brutal Legend with the roadies. I mean, they're supposed to be invisible. They're not supposed to see them. Next was the one I was confused with. America's Most Wanted versus the Naturals. This is where the two CM Punk eras were in with
CM Punk with black hair, CM Punk with blonde hair
against America's Most Wanted.
This was a really good match. I've never seen much of the Naturals wrestle.
First time I've seen the Naturals. I mean,
I've seen them they were in WWE for a little bit, but they did absolutely nothing there.
What surprise?
You see, AMW was won in a cheap manner, with a beer bottle again.
Yeah.
But it looked like the Naturals were going to win because they were dominating the match.
Yeah,
the majority of it.
I was really impressed with the Naturals. Definitely one of my favourites. I'm just brilliant. I just couldn't get over how good they were. They look like a proper, decent tag team. Look alike. Moves complement one another. They've got that awesome double team move.
They try to steal they did America's Most Wanted finisher move. The weird leg drop thing.
Yeah, I felt they were just as good as at that finisher as the America's Most Wanted, which I guess was their whole point that we're going to make. Is what better way to embarrass your opponent by doing his own finisher to him?
The AMW won the match because they handcuffed one of the Naturals, the black-haired one.
Yeah.
And then they won in the cheapest fashion ever, which I already mentioned.
Yeah, and the crowd were into this as well. I feel the crowd were into this.